Greetings and love and kindness, family and community. This is Dr. Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I am the host of Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K. And I wanted to share with you some awesome words that I often hear in my mind and in my consciousness, and it reminds me to always stay focused on the truth that I am the creator of my life, my journey here on earth. Our thoughts are prayers. Words and music by Lucille K. Olson. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you are saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with. Our thoughts are prayers that spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. You see, that is so powerful because you're not just praying when you're on your knees. You are praying with every word and every thought and every action and every imagination in your being. Once again, our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you are saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with. Our thoughts are prayers, their spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought, and every thought, and every thought becomes a prayer. Powerful to understand that we are always creating whatever is in consciousness, whatever we think we must experience in our life. So we must always pay attention, focus, look at your thoughts, see what they are saying, because even that self-talk is being created by the energy of the universe. Remember, family and community, our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you are saying. Our thoughts are prayers. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness. You know, in the little pamphlet, Life is Consciousness by Davis-Foulks, I love what he has to say. And I'm going to share with you right now some divine words that should help you stay in focus. He says, if you come to me and told me that you cannot get along with people, I would tell you to get a card about the size of a postcard and write on it, like attracts like. And then put it inside your closet, not where other members of your family will see it, because that could be embarrassing. When you grumble and find fault, they could point their fingers, which would be very embarrassing. So put your card inside your closet. People come to me and say, if you only knew the kind of family I have, if you only knew the kind of people with whom I have to associate at work, I say, the law of being says, like attracts like. The ultimate explanation of all things is that life is a state of consciousness. Take a table. You say it's solid wood, and this is true as far as it goes. But the next step, going deeper is that we find that the table is really made up of molecules with relatively great distance between them. So the table is not solid. It is made up of molecules, and this is true as far as it goes. But molecules are made up of atoms, and atoms of electrons and protons, and so on. We hear talk of vibrations of rays, all these things, and they are good descriptions as far as they go. But ultimately, beyond all these things, we come back to a state of consciousness. Unless you change your state of consciousness, nothing else can change. All trouble, all disappointments, all depression, all limitations, all state of consciousness that must be changed. People trying to change outer conditions cannot do so when change of consciousness does not occur. The only fundamental way to change things is to change your state of consciousness, because you always must and always will get the conditions that belong to your consciousness. You cannot cheat nature. You can drag to you through willpower certain things that do not belong to you, but you can only keep them for a short time. The moment you take your hands off, they fly away. So remember, family and community and friends, as I say to myself, I say to you, our thoughts are prayers. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you are saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with. Our thoughts are prayers that spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there, and every thought becomes a prayer. Once again, I'm Dr. Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. Thank you for listening in, and please join us on Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every Tuesday on Inner Light Radio, the healing frequency. Tune in at www.consciousselfcare.com, where the S connects conscious and self. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Heart to heart.